Hi everyone, and welcome back to 1119. It's your girl Candace, and today we're going to be diving into something that's really crucial for you to really understand in regarding your healing journey, and that's learning the difference between self-care and self-love. Now you may be asking, why do we need to learn this first? And here's the thing. I believe that a lot of people have this notion that those two things are one and the same, and they actually are not. And in order for you to really start this journey, your self-love era, if you will, or even your self-life era, it really is important for you to understand what is the difference between the two as you're talking about it, as you're engaging in it. It's a little bit of educating yourself first so that you have a better understanding of what exactly you're trying to do for yourself. Self-care is the actions, the activities that you do in order for you to maintain and upkeep your well-being, your mental, emotional, and spiritual self. They're the actionable things that you're doing to take care of self, your vessel, you. And self-love is quite different. Self-love is really looking at yourself with one deep admiration and appreciation. It is really truly looking at you and loving all your flaws, your challenges, your upbringing, your beautiful wins and your successes, and even the gray areas in between. Ultimately, it's about understanding your worth, your values. On top of that, having kindness and really showing compassion towards yourself as well. So to take this all in, self-care is all about what you do to take care of yourself, those actionable things. And self-love is how you view and treat yourself. Another example is self-care helps you understand how to manage your stress. Meanwhile, self-love actually helps you create that inner peace, that solidarity, that inner calmness that you need. Not only that, but it can also boost your self-esteem. So the interesting thing about this whole thing is that engaging in self-care actually amplifies you to have more self-love. It gives you the expression and the appreciation towards self because you're taking care of your own body. You're doing things that are going to help maintain the life or the desires that you're truly trying to have. When you take time to take care of yourself, you are absolutely acknowledging the fact that you have worth and value, and you're putting yourself first. And these things are ultimately just things that you are desiring and what you're trying to have into your space and your reality. Really integrating these two things really does require this one word, which is balance. To give you an example, right? If we're going to integrate both these things together, you taking care of yourself would be a more self-care activity. And let's just say that it's in regards to your mind. In order for you to take care of your mind or really to connect to your inner self or to bring that peace, that self-love, you would integrate meditation, because meditation is allowing you to get out of your mind and allowing all that chaos be here. You're allowing yourself to create a more calm and inner peace within your vessel, within your mind, which allows you to be more peaceful, more centered, which brings in forth the energy of self-love. And just to get out some little balance in between this, the one thing I do want to say on here that self-care and self-love is not, it is not fucking selfish. That is the one word that I've learned a lot growing up in this journey that I've been doing for the past 7 years, is that when I'm telling someone that I don't have time for you or I'm putting myself first, it's an immediate them having a rejection towards me. And instead of them accepting that and trying to embrace that own energy into their own reality, instead they say to me that I'm selfish, that I don't care about them, that I'm doing things that is going to cause more issues rather than me just going with the flow and doing what they're asking me to do. And there's one thing that I learned about myself is that I have to take care of me and I have to put myself first, because you're not even willing to put yourself first. So then how can I then really sit there and say, like, how can I love me if you don't even love me? If I know you don't love me and trust me and you don't give me the things that I'm asking for, then how can I expect you to love me? So in order for me to understand how do I love me, I have to find me, I have to figure out me, I have to be with me, I have to date me. And so it's not selfish for me to sit there and think, or me to sit there and set the boundary and say it's about me right now. So no, it is not selfish. No, it is not egotistic. It is something that, in my opinion, everybody should have. Because again, it's about self-development, it's about self-growth, it's about self. And how can I expect someone to love me if I don't even love me? How can I accept someone to date me if I don't even date me? Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about a few self-care tips that you can do today that'll allow you to start to develop that self-love practice that you're desiring to do. So one self-care tip that I would like for you guys to start doing is just to implement time for yourself. Now, this could be in any time of the day of the week, whatever is working for your schedule. But I would really love you guys to just sit there and put something on your calendar where you're saying it is me time. It is time for whatever it is. If it's reading, if it is drawing, if it is singing, if it is dancing, if it is just not doing anything and just being in the room in silence, that is your time. And I need you guys to put that in your calendar today. Tip number 2 you can do today is self-love. And this one is super easy. You can do it right now while you're sitting on your couch, while you're working, while you are hopefully not driving, but like wherever you are right now, you could do this right now. Say some gratitude. Give thanks to where you are at right now in this present reality. It could be celebrating your thoughts. It could be celebrating a win. It could be you just celebrating that you're breathing today. I don't care. Just give gratitude and just be present and say thank you. So thank you so much for listening on today's video in regards to self-care and self-love. What is the difference? I personally would love to know where you are at right now, specifically in your journey. Or if you have any self-care tips or recommendations that you have for the community, please drop them down below, because the more we share, the more we grow together. And before you go, just remember that you are loved and you are someone who is important and special in this world. And taking care of yourself is not egotistic. It's actually really beneficial and healthy for you to stop and put boundaries up for you. To say that I love myself enough to take care of me right now. And that starts with me doing some self-care and practicing some self-love. Until next time, I'll see you guys at 11:19. Bye guys.